Hello, Core 3 Beauties. This is Marcos, and this is our week 3 going to week 4 recap briefing video for our Core 3 Design Studio class at Parsons School of Design. And I want to make sure everyone is aware of what's going on because we got an important week coming up as we have a final critique review in less than a week now. And I want everyone to be as ready as possible. So let's just dive in here. I'm going to make this one real fast so you can get back to work. But the workflow going from the third week to the fourth week is going to be mostly focused around your completion of your print project design and the making of an actual piece and a presentation, a digital presentation that will accompany the piece. So Thursday, not Tuesday, but Thursday, we gave us everyone a couple extra days will be the final critique day. And I want to have you be ready for that as well as possible. So please plan to have your printing done and binding and trimming with plenty of time. Hopefully the Wednesday after or even the Tuesday of the finals for everyone else will give more time for printing and more access to those printers. Um, and also I didn't put on here, but Tuesday, instead of having our final, we're going to have our critique, not our critique, our briefing on the second project, the digital portion of the project, the digital piece that is going to accompany the two-part project of your collections coming to life in print and digital. And also look out on Monday for a web link to the next lecture series video that we're doing each week. So here's just a quick look at the schedule. We can see we've had 3 good weeks of productive class and lots of hard work from you guys. And on Tuesday, we're going to meet as a virtual class. So no coming to class. I mean, you can come to class if you want and work there, but I will be sending out a Zoom link to everybody, and we will get together on Zoom to talk about the next project and what the first assignment for the next project is, your concept for your digital project, how you will take the ideas that you developed with your collections and how they became a print piece and now how they can now be supported as a digital piece. So you're not done with your concept yet. You've got to utilize those ideas and that content even more now in a new piece. So we'll talk about that more on Tuesday, and then everyone be in class right on time for our final critiques. Bring your your physical making project as a prototype, print it out in your hands, beautiful looking, and also upload a presentation that showcases your your process and your result so that you can put that on the screen while also showing the piece. Okay, so this is basically what we've been talking about. I I want to make sure that the feedback you've gotten, you're clear. Everyone has been doing so well, and some of you are further along than others, and that's all very typical stuff. Some of you need to bear down more than others, and those who don't need to bear down don't also get lazy and cruise to the end. Everyone should be working intensely in search of excellence and in striving for perfection and trying to make your piece as effective, as smart, and as beautiful as possible. That means your thinking, your design, layouts, and also in your craftsmanship in executing and creating these physical pieces. So bring all your experience together, synergize them so that you can really put together a piece that you'll be proud of and that for sure I will be proud of. And we can share those on Thursday. And for your presentation, just make sure you keep building on the presentations you have had so that the idea is that you should be able to look at the presentation, or someone who doesn't even know the project should look at the presentation and get the story of your process without it being too many slides. You don't have to have all the slides that you've had. Just do the typical stuff that's in the beginning, the overview, your concept, a review of your collections, um, and content, collections content, not just, summarize it. Um, and then showcase the concept of your print piece. You can have your storyboard in there and maybe a little story, some images of how your design development happened, and then just go for showcasing the final cover and spreads Doesn't have to be a long, extensive thing. You could put four on a page if you want, or it could be one at a time, one spread at a time, but just have it there and so that it's all comprehensive. And then, of course, everyone knows that at the very end, you're going to have another beautiful thank you page. You guys have been so excellent with your thank you pages, and the A making machine has noticed. So continue with the gratitude at the end of every time you interact with someone. It's about being grateful. Okay, so work on that, and there's another assignment, part 3, for this physical forms on Canvas with the Google Drive link that'll take you to the physical forms folder, part 3, design completion. And of course, you can't put in your prototype or your print piece, so bring that with you. And again, take care to make it precise, to make it well done, to make it engaging. And it's going to be great to see all these pieces from each of you come to life, and we can put them on the table. And also remember, we're going to have treats for the critique. So it'll be a treat critique. It almost rhymes. It's close. And mostly for all of us for me to honor you for the great work that you've done and for the time you spent and the care and heart and commitment you've made to making your project be excellent. And also for you guys to feel good about what you've done and to have a little bit of a break and indulgence and be able to reflect on the work you've done before you get back at it and go to your digital project, which will be next. Okay, and also so the Tuesday team didn't get to see our guests that came. I thought they were coming last Thursday. It was yesterday or Thursday of this week that we had two visitors, Rosa and Moy, who were in this class last year, who are all are important staff members, both the digital and the print leaders of the New School Free Press. And they came to our class to give a little presentation and to encourage everyone who might be interested to join the team, join the staff, either as a designer or a writer or a contributor in some form. And they left some contact information that I wanted to share. I'll put the link in the email to get more information. There's a QR code here that you can use, or contact Rosa or Moy, or I don't know Jordan, but any one of those three. Or just follow them on Instagram. I think that's something that everyone should do. Follow them on Instagram and support them and give them likes. It's important to do this kind of internship or kind of work as a student and to be doing things outside of classroom as long as they don't affect the quality of the projects in my class, and be involved in your school. So check that out if it's for you, join them. But if not, just follow them. Okay, so that's it. Get back to work, everybody. Now, remember, you need to be the keeper of your time, the keeper of your commitment. Uh, be able to really push yourself as much as you can without going too far and burning yourself out or, causing yourself to not be productive. So get rest, take the time to rest, take the time to, have fun and fellowship with others, but also really be mostly focused on doing great work. Like this is your moment to be working as designers, to be working hard, to be in a mindset of wanting to create and do the best you can and learn as much as you can. You're young and you have the ability to do and create things at such a high level. You have so many skills now, and I want you to each of you to catch on fire and to be able to really, really bring as much as you can to the pieces you're doing. And that starts with your heart. It starts with how much you care and how much you're willing to really be committed to doing a good job and having high standards and holding yourself to those standards, realizing something isn't good enough, redoing it if necessary, sometimes staying an extra 15 minutes more on something just to make it better, just to not be satisfied, um, and to really create as great of a project as you can. So I'm urging you guys to do that. And I know you're going to do that because you've been doing that. And I'm looking forward to seeing the results on Thursday. And also looking forward to see you on Tuesday night at our digital briefing. And in that Zoom session, on Tuesday night, I'll also stay open to anybody after the class time, which should be like only 15 minutes, so don't be late. After that, to meet with anybody, continue the Zoom session with anybody one-on-one or in a small group, whoever hangs out, who wants to share where they're at and get feedback directly from me, directly in a Zoomy way from me. So there's that. And also email me anytime over the weekend. I'll be checking it. Not so much tomorrow, but Sunday for sure. I'll be checking and can reply back and give you feedback. Okay. All right, guys, keep going, and I'll see you guys Tuesday night on Zoom.